In this video, I am going to explain you all the data cleaning process and exploratory data analysis that I have implemented on my marketing campaign dataset. So first of all, let us understand what do you mean by data cleaning and exploratory data analysis. So data cleaning is a process which helps you prepare your data for analysis, and exploratory data analysis helps you understand the underlying trends, patterns, and important insights on your dataset. First, I will be explaining you all the data cleaning processes that I have implemented on my marketing campaign dataset, and then I will move on to exploratory data analysis. So let's get started with data cleaning. Now, I will be taking you through all the data cleaning steps which I have implemented on my marketing campaign dataset. So here, I have imported all the important libraries that I am going to use, like pandas, numpy, cbon, matplotlib, and etc. Here I am loading my data. This head method returns you the top 5 rows of your dataset. So you can see that I have dates column, campaign name, campaign start date, creative name, total spent, impression clicks, click-through rate, lead, performs, and etc. This info method returns you the list of all the columns in your dataset with non-null counts and its data type of each column. The isnal sum method helps you know whether you have null values in your dataset or not. So as you can see, I have 24,287 null values on a camping start date, so which I am going to drop that column. I have 37 null values on click-through rate and 4,247 null values on camping start date. So now I'm going to explain you how did I handled all this missing or null values in my dataset. First, I have dropped the camping start date which have 24,287 null values. Then I have replaced the null values in my set name with unknown because I decided to not to drop any of the rows. And then I'm replacing the null values in click-through rate with 0. Okay, and again I'm checking if I'm have any null values in my dataset or not. So as you can see, I have 0 null values in my dataset. Now I'm doing some slight modifications in my data. Like I'm replacing this double dash in my creative name column with corresponding camping name. So this is the exact code. So this data.log. So this code checks each creative name, and wherever I find this in my creative name, it will be replaced with the camping name, with its corresponding camping name. Now, since I have dropped my dates column, so I'm going to extract my dates from the camping name. So let me just give you a gist. So in camping name, I have dates as the last 6 characters, and I have few dates which are in the middle of the string. So I'll be extracting this. Now, here I'm extracting my date between the strings, okay, and it will result in the output as 23rd November, okay. For example, if my string is like 23rd November, it will result as 23rd November in extracted date between column. Okay, so this code does that. So I've created a column which is a extracted date column and applied this function. Okay, so see, since no match was found, it is returning none. And if there is a match, it will return me with this 23rd November. I'm combining the extracted date and extracted date between columns as a combined date. So this is my combined date. And now I'm removing all the unwanted strings from the combined date. Since I have already mentioned you that I'm going to extract few dates from my strings also. So when I'm extracting that dates, I'm getting unwanted strings like India, Logic, WLink, and IC key AD, which I have mentioned in an unwanted string. So I'm going to remove these strings from my date column, combined dates column. Here. I'm checking all the unique values in my combined dates. So here you can see 7 December, 14 December, 15 December, and I have this string. So now I'm going to convert it into a date type column. Okay. First I'm going to drop this nan values. Yeah. Now here. So I'm going to combine the data types to a proper date, month, and year format. So here I'm going to tackle two types of problems. One, I'm going to tackle the numeric dates. So these numeric dates will be converted to proper date, month, and year format. For example, I have a string which is 05, 25, 01, 24. It will be converted to date, which is 25, month 2001, and year 24. Okay, and in textual dates, so in textual dates I don't have years, so I'm taking a default year as 2023. So for example, this 7th July, so this 7th July will be converted to 07, 07 and 2023, which is my fixed year. So yeah, I'm doing exactly the same thing here. So this function, it converts my numeric dates. Okay, see day, month, and year. 2000 plus the year. I'm converting my textual dates here. So this is my converted dates. Okay, so I've created a column converted dates and have applied this converted function to it, and you can see that I have successfully converted it to date, time, day, month, year format. 2021, 2004, 2004, 2024, 2024, and where I was converting my textual, which is my string day, string to a date time format. It will be like 05 to, it will be like 25, 01, 2023. Okay, it's just an example I'm showing. I'm dropping all the unwanted columns like extracted date, between extracted date, and combined dates, because I've got my final dates. So I have successfully dropped my unwanted dates, and from here you can see that I have null values in my converted dates. So I'm just going to drop that because I can't replace it with something else. So yeah, now I don't have any null values in my dataset, and this is my final proper dataset. Now I'm going to add few features like conversion rate, which will help me know my camping, my how my camping is performing, and how my uh, platform is performing. So how did I calculate my conversion rate? So here, so conversion rate formula is nothing but the leads divided by clicks into 100. Okay, so this gives me my conversion rate. So you can see I have got my conversion rate here, which is 7.36, 7.11 for each camping. Okay, for each camping I have my conversion rate. Yeah. So this was all about data cleaning method which I have implemented on my marketing campaign dataset. Now I will show you with. I know I will proceed with exploratory data analysis that I have performed on marketing campaign dataset. Now let us begin with the exploratory data analysis. So here I have plotted a heat map, which is something but a correlation map. Okay, so to know the correlation between my columns. Now, if the color is of lighter shade, then I can see that there is a no strong correlation between the two columns. Okay, if I see a color to be a little bit of darker shade, then I can say that there is a strong correlation between the columns. Now, I am checking if I have any null values. So before proceeding to exploratory data analysis, I'm checking if I have any null values in our data set or not. And I can see that I have null values in my conversion rate, so which I'm going to replace it with 0. Now, I'm calculating the camping score. Now, let us understand why I'm calculating the camping score. So, I'm calculating the camping score so that I can get to know which camping has performed the better. Now, how I'm calculating it? So, I'm grouping my camping name and platform and aggregating my data for the camping score. Okay. Now, I'm calculating the CTR, which is nothing but clicks upon impression into 100. Now, I'm normalizing the total spent, leads, and click-through rate using a min-max scale. Okay, and then the camping score is calculated by total spent plus leads plus click-through rate. Okay, and then I'm going to display my camping score. Okay, so these are the columns which are like camping name, platform, camping score, total spent, impression, clicks, click-through rate, and leads. Okay, and now I'm going to sort my top campings with respect to my camping score, and I'm going to display the top 10 campaigns with respect to the camping score. Now, so you can clearly see that my top performing camping is USB Study Abroad Generic with a camping score of 2.01. Okay, it was hosted on Facebook platform, and the total amount spent on this campaign was 22 lakh 12,668 something. You can see the impression, clicks, click-through rate, and the leads generated from this campaign. Now I'm going to plot this with respect to my camping score, camping name with a parameter of platform. Okay, yeah. So this is how my graphs looks. So US study approach generic, it was hosted on Facebook. Now USP search, it was hosted on Google, and US pathway 2 lead gen and US pathway 2 lead gen 3. This all were hosted on LinkedIn. Okay. So from here, what is our observation? We can clearly see that our USB study abroad generic camping stands out as the best performing camping among all the campings, demonstrating a superior results in the key matrices. Okay. Now we are calculating the camping score. Is the same method? Okay, it's the same method. So what is the use of creative score? So now, if you want to know which camp in a particular campaign, which creatives have performed best in that situation, we can use creative score. Okay, so again, I have grouped my data on campaign name, creative name, and platform, and aggregated on total spend, leads, click-through rate, impressions. Okay. Then again, I have normalized my columns like total spend, leads, and click-through rate using min-max scaler. Okay, so creative score is calculated with total leads, spent, and click-through rate. Okay, then I am getting top 5 creatives for each camping. So I'm grouping it with respect to the camping name, and I'm just doing the top 5. Okay, which is head 5, which shows the top 5 creatives for each camping. So here, so this is the for this particular campaign. These are my top 5 creative names. Okay, for this particular campaign, these are the top 5 creative names. Now, for next campaign, I'll be again having top 5 creative names. It's total spend, platform, creative score, impression, clicks, click through it, and etc. Now, I have plotted a graph between impression and clicks. Okay, so it's a scatter plot. I have impressions on my x-axis and clicks on my y-axis. So here, from this scatter plot, you can clearly see that there is a positive correlation between my impression and clicks. But camping with higher impressions have relatively low clicks, suggesting a potential areas of improvement in targeting or ad design. Now, I'm going to calculate. Now I'm going to plot my conversion rate, other important matrices like conversion rate, click-through rate, leads, impression clicks with respect to each platform, and I'll be seeing how this matrices has changed by for each platform. So let's first calculate the conversion rate for each platform. So here you can clearly conversion rate from each platform. Okay, so I have a platform on my x-axis and conversion rate on my y-axis. So you can see that Facebook has a good conversion rate among all other platforms, which suggests that uh, audience of Facebook are more actionable than audience of Google and LinkedIn. Now, CTR for each platform. So again, I have a platform on my x-axis and CTR on my y-axis. And you can see that Google has a good CTR, which tells us that, which indicates the effectiveness in driving user engagement. Okay. Now total spent for each platform. So you can see that Facebook, we have spent a lot of money on Facebook, then LinkedIn, and then on Google. So this analysis reveals that total amount spent on Facebook is higher than any other platforms, and it highlights a significant investment and prioritization of this channel. Now, we're plotting a graph for impression for each platform, and you can see that Facebook has around for this much amount of impression, Google and LinkedIn. Okay, then leads for each platform. Okay, so we can see that Facebook has around 25,671 leads. Google has generated 3,630 leads, and LinkedIn has generated 2,868 leads. So yeah, here Facebook, from this graph we can clearly see that Facebook has outperformed the other platforms in lead generation, delivering a notably higher number of leads. Now we're calculating the clicks for each platform, so we can say that Facebook has a higher amount of clicks than Google and LinkedIn. Now we are going to summarize this into a table, okay, which is the platform performance analysis. So I have grouped my data with respect to platform and aggregated on total spent, which I'm taking its sum, impression, which I'm again taking sum, clicks sum, leads, click through rate, which I'm taking its mean, which is average, and conversion rate also I'm taking average. Okay, so you can clearly see that for Facebook I have spent around 8.7 million. It has this amount of impressions, clicks, leads, its click through rate, and conversion rate, which is very high. Then Google, and it's LinkedIn. So from here we can clearly see that even though we have spent a huge amount of money on LinkedIn, but Google is outperforming very well in all other key matrices. Okay, as you can see, Google is outperforming. Google is outperforming in its clicks, leads, click-through rate, and conversion rate. Okay, so, one suggestion which I can give here is that instead of prioritizing on LinkedIn, we can switch over to Google. Now we are campaign distribution across each platform. So we are seeing which platform has hosted most number of campaigns. Okay, and we can see that Facebook has hosted 28 campaigns, Google has 8 campaigns, and LinkedIn has 4 campaigns. So these are the unique campaigns, which total we have total 40 unique campaigns in our data set. So yeah, so distribution of campaign across varied platform reveals that Facebook captures a larger share of total campaign switch. Yes. Now, so now here I'm calculating CPM, which is nothing but cost per mile, which is nothing, which also tells us the cost per thousand impressions. Okay, so I'm calculating my CPM for each campaign. Now, campaign based on ROI. I'm going to calculate the campaign. I'm going to sort my campaign based on its return on investment. Okay. So basically, I have grouped my data on campaign name and aggregated it on total spent, impression, clicks, lead, and conversion rate and click through rate. Okay. Then I have calculated my I've calculated my ROI, which is nothing but leads divided by total spent, and I've also calculated the cost per lead, okay, which is nothing but my total spent divided by my total leads, and I've sorted my campaign with respect to ROI. So here you can see that USB Coupe Pretzel More Volume has ROI of 0.008 and its cost per lead is 115, and USB Program More Volume has ROI of 0.005 and cost per lead of rupees 188. So in here, I'm going to now calculate my most effective campaign and least effective campaign. So I'll be calculating this cost effectiveness on the parameter of campaign name, total spent, lead, and cost per lead. So first, I'm going to filter out all the campaigns with no leads to avoid the division by zero issues. Okay. Now I'm going to add here. I'm going to identify my least and top effective campaigns. Okay, So my top effective camping, I'm going to calculate my top effective camping where my cost per lead is maximum, and my least and my I'm going to and my least cost effective camping will be the camping where my cost per lead is minimum. Okay. Yes. Then I'll show the information of the my most effective cost effective campaign is cost per lead, total spent and leads generated, and same for least cost effective campaign. So you can see that USB Cube Brexel Move volume is most cost effective camping with cost per lead of rupees 115.56 and total leads of 1096. Okay, the total amount spent on this campaign is around 1,26,657 and it has generated around 1096 leads. And my least cost effective camping is USB Part 2 Lead Gen 4 with cost per lead of rupees 2,641 and it has generated only 39 leads. Okay, so this was all about exploratory data analysis of a marketing campaign. So I hope you understood all the data cleaning processes and exploratory data analysis on marketing campaign. That's all from my side. Thank you for your time and patience.